sometimes I just have to do videos to give not only my thoughts, but to help other people understand. As I say, educate. In a recent One Piece video that Manga Mean did. First of all, shout out once again to Manga Mean. If you don't know, this man does amazing work with his reviews. He really is always on the grind. Show that man some love. Subscribe to his channel if you are in love with some anime and manga. Just saying. Alright, so I was telling me, I was having a discussion with some dude about the subject that you see in the title, and which is the role of the Straw Hats, the roles of the Straw Hats. And I told me I would do this video. I meant to do it last week, but stuff came up, so it is what it is. I'm here now. And with the roles of the Straw Hats, I will begin with the weakest to the strongest, obviously Nami to Luffy. And in doing so, I will deal with the whole, how they, the combat and their actual role, and break it down in elementary style. Alright, if y'all don't mind bearing with me for a few minutes as I showcase what I mean fully. Now, beginning with Nami. Nami, first and foremost, she is quite athletic, okay? She uses a bow, a staff, and she has her whole, weather sorcery dig, especially namely with lightning, weather, all the clouds and stuff. Nami is good, and she's not much of a one-on-one fighter, but more of a multiple, large group fighter, especially of weaklings. You understand what I'm saying? So she'd be highly effective there. But in all honesty, a lot of people ask, would I like to see the Straw Hats get stronger? Yes, I believe Nami will have observation hockey by the end of the series, to say the least. I really do, because of her role on the crew. She is not a combatant, ladies and gentlemen. She is their navigator. She's one of the most important. Now, all the Straw Hats serve importance, but she is literally one of the most important. I put her in the top 3 along with Monkey D. Luffy, Roronoa, and then there's her, of the inner circle of leadership of the Straw Hat crew. And as far as in her roles on the ship itself, she's arguably the most important. She gets the ship safely to where it needs to go. That's what Luffy brought her on for. He didn't bring her on as a combatant, he brought her on as the navigator. Can she fight? Yes, because people need to realize this. All pirates are able to fight, especially in the One Piece world. But is she that powerful? Will she get stronger? Of course. Will she get much stronger? Not likely. Not likely. So people need to quit with the pipe dreams. Moving on. Usopp. Now, when we look at Usopp is one of the, if not the most versatile member of the Straw Hat crew. Frankie might be more versatile. I'm not sure. With Usopp, we saw that he served for a long time as a tinkerer, meaning he made things, he was a substitute shipwright, keeping the Golden Mary afloat, so that obviously was important. He actually made the Straw Hat flag. When Luffy tried to draw that, that was terrible. We see Usopp, he's constantly making things. He was keeping the cannon maintained. He made several weapons, namely for Nami. Her whole climb attacks and all them, perfect climb attack, all that. And he was, constantly updating his own Kubatos. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The things he used, his slingshots. Not only that, he would help with Luffy and all them when they needed to be guiding the sails and whatever. So Usopp's been important. Usopp, he along with Brook were one of the only people who freely, you could say, originally accepted the request of Luffy to become a pirate, because they were wanting to be pirates, or in Brook's case was a pirate. Now, when you look what he brought on for, he, said he wanted to be captain or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But his desire was to be a brave warrior of the sea, number one. Number two, what is Usopp's actual role in the crew? He is the sniper of the Straw Hat Pirates. What does that mean? He is a combatant. He will fight. Even though he's scared at times, he will fight. Period. That's his main job on the Sunny. All of the Straw Hat crew is to fight. He is a sniper. Now, his style, he would most likely be he's as a distance fighter. Now, I've said he's going to get observation haki and armaments haki for obvious reasons. Observation haki because he already has great vision, but to be able to see around him, to be aware of what's around him, he'll get that first. And then armaments haki because he's going to be beastly, but he needs that. He needs to be able to fight these top tier folk, or at least top mid tier. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I'm thinking Usopp at the end of the series is probably going to be 4th. He's not going to be at monster trio level, but he's going to be up there. You understand what I'm saying? He's going to be like his father Yasopp. You feel me? He could be stronger now, but he has a lot of... he's the greatest strategist by far. Nami's a good strategist. Robin's a good strategist. But he's by far the greatest strategist of the Straw Hat Pirates, So, Usopp is a combatant. So, right now we have a combatant. Then moving on, we have Nico Robin. Now, Nico Robin pre-time skip was definitely one of the strongest. Some you could say the 4th strongest or whatever, or the 5th. But I've dropped her down to the 7th spot. Nico Robin is an anomaly by many means. Her role, she kind of came on as an assassin, a self-proclaimed assassin. When Usopp interviewed her. But she's the archaeologist of the group. So she really doesn't have a role. But she's not really a combatant. She's like Nami. She would be great against a large range, a large group of fighters because of her Monos abilities. But also, she can go one-on-one excellently as she did in Skypiea. You understand what I'm saying? Nami, on the other hand, her one-on-one capabilities are she's very athletic. You could say a bit superhuman, but Robin's more so. Robin is highly durable. So Robin, she's kind of a hybrid, an anomaly of the whole situation. But is she a combatant? No. Will she get stronger? Yes. I think she already has observation haki, even though we haven't seen her display that. I really do believe she has it because of her. It would definitely fit her because of her capabilities. Now, will she get armaments haki? That's up in the air. Some people say if she did that, she'd be too beastly. Remember her devil fruit. That's all I gotta say to that. It will probably serve her well. So armaments haki, I'm totally for it. Moving on, we have Brook. Now, Brook definitely needs an upgrade. And what is Brook? Brook on the ship is a musician, so he's more or less a novelty of the Straw Hats in that regards. Brook really serves as a combatant. Okay, so he's your second combatant. Brook is also the second swordsman he has, but unlike Zoro, Brook is a speed swordsman. Okay, Brook has various abilities. He has the party dance. He quick strikes the Yamagiri, I believe it is. He has the winds of the underworld, and Brook really has to step his game up. He probably got the least development, and he has the ability to go outside of his body. He has a lot. He can run on water. He can do a lot. He's got to step up his game. Observation haki is questionable, but he definitely needs armaments haki without a doubt. He's going to play big time with his ability. He's going to be necessary when they go up against the Yonko. Okay, so he's another combatant. Now we will deal with Frankie, Cyborg Frankie. Frankie is definitely huge. He's a key player as far as in roles with the Straw Hats. What is he? He's the shipwright. He keeps the ship maintained. As in Punk Hazard, people's like, oh, Frankie's on ship duty. Of course he's on ship duty. He keeps the ship maintained. Without him, the Straw Hats are going to have a terrible time trying to get through the New World. Now, Nami's more important than that. She got the ship, but Frankie keeps everything in. He built the 1,000 Sunny. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So, Frankie, in of that self, is just outright important. I mean, they went through the whole Water 7 ordeal. They went to Water 7 to get a shipwright, and Frankie became that man. So, that's huge. Frankie, as far as in combat wise, I mean, he has the Iron Frankie, Frankie Shogun, which is just beastly in of itself. He's a genius builder. I mean, goodness. Like I said, he up there with versatility. He's up there with Usopp. I mean, Frankie physically, Frankie boxing, he's physically a monster. He's got the laser beams. He's got so much going on. His battle scheme. But he is not a combatant. Can he fight? Yes. Can he fight well? Yes. He's no pushover. But he, Frankie, he wouldn't be able to stand up. Now, end of series, he's going to be stronger. Oh, yeah, he's definitely going to be stronger. But more on the tech side. As you can see, you saw what Oda did over the time skip. He made him more robotic, okay? So there's that. Now, with Chopper. Now, I still at this point say Chopper, after this time skip, right now, Chopper is, yes, he is the fourth strongest Straw Hat. Now, people disagree with me, but look, when you look at Chopper, man, Chopper, you look at his forms, his horn point, he became like the stag beetle. He strategically, like, he can go on the ground and just wreck fools, okay? Wreck fools. Y'all saw what he did on Fishman Island. You look at his heavy point, that thing's no joke. You look at, his reindeer point, and his brain point is not nothing, But doggone, do I need to say his monster point? Besides the monster trio, who can really handle that monster point? Anybody? Exactly. When he gets serious, when Chopper gets serious, when Tony Chopper is serious, it ain't a joke. But is he a major competitor? No. Will he get in? No. He is a medic. He is the doctor of the Straw Hat crew. He is on support duty most of the time. Reasonably so, and it fits his character. He ain't trying to hurt people. He only fights when he needs to. Pretty much a pacifist. Now, with that, when you look at the One Piece storyline, we've only known of about 3 other notable doctors. You have Crocus, who served with the the Roger Pirates. We don't know what his capabilities were back in the day, if he was a fighter at all. He doesn't look like he's all that powerful. He just served, Roger when Roger was getting sick. We look at Dr. Correa, who was the teacher, the mentor of Chopper back on Drime. Strong, but she doesn't look like she's just super peacefully. Then we look at Trafalgar Law, Surgeon of Death Trafalgar Law. Now, Trafalgar Law is not a great analogy for the very fact that he's also the captain. He's the captain and doctor of the Heart Pirates, okay? So, and he's a Shichibukai. He's around Luffy level. He's a captain. So when we look at it, we look at the doctors that we know. Besides Trafalgar Law, the other doctors aren't exactly on some top tier status. Can Chopper fight? Yeah. But as the story goes on, he's not going to, and especially if they gather, which I expect, 5 to 6 more crew members, and then there's the allies, Chopper will not be doing all that much fighting, which makes sense. He's a medic, okay? A medic. Even take real world situations, medics aren't your infantry, they're not your cavalry, they are support. Now, the monster trio. You look at Sanji, okay? People, Zoro is above Sanji. It's an established fact, period. I know there's a lot of Sanji fanboys. Sanji's cool and everything, but Sanji ain't on Luffy and Zoro level quite yet. He won't ever quite be there. But Sanji, he's a cook. He's heavily important on the role of the crew. But Sanji is a very much of a hybrid, okay? He was established early on as a combatant, because at the Baratier, he's from the fighting cooks of the Baratier. Y'all understand what I'm saying? He's the only true martial artist. I mean, Zoro is a swordsman, but he's the only true martial artist with his black leg style. You understand what I'm saying? He has his own style. So, of course, he's going to fight. So, he serves both as important role person on the crew, and as a combatant. Now with Zoro, Zoro is the first mate slash vice captain unofficially, but that's what he is. But he was brought on. He's the only person straight up. Luffy, if you read the manga, and chapter 2 or 3, I'm trying to remember exactly, went directly to get Zoro, not just to get his position, not just get a swordsman, but to get Zoro. Period. He went to get him. And with Zoro, he is a swordsman, obviously a combatant. He is the second strongest person on the Straw Hat crew. Do I need to really go on with Zoro? We know his 3-sword style, his son Toro. He also has the Nitoro, Iniai Toro. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. Zoro is a combatant, so obviously he's gonna fight. And then first and foremost, we have the captain, Straw Hat Luffy. Straw Hat Monkey D. Luffy is definitely a combatant. He serves the role of captain, but he established himself as a definite combatant. If we didn't know, but what is his role? What is his definition? He said at Arlong Park that I can't do all this, but what I can do is protect my Nakama. Excuse me, y'all. Protect my Nakama and kick ass. That's what Luffy does. Combatant. So at the end of the day, I don't even need to go into anymore, because y'all see Luffy. Right? Like Luffy and Zoro obvious. Okay. At the end of the day, to end this video, what do we have here? Nami, navigator, not combatant. Usopp, sniper, combatant. Robin is an anomaly. She's off to a side. She's neither. You have Brook, combatant. He's a swordsman, even though he's a musician. No, he's a combatant. You have Frankie, Roll. He's shipwright. You have Chopper, support duty. He's a medic. He's a ship's doctor. Sanji fits in both. Zoro, combatant. Luffy, combatant. So at the end of the day, if you had, as far as in those who serve roles on the ship, you would have it 4 including Sanji. With combatants, you have 5 including Sanji. And as far as an anomaly special cases, you have 1, and that is Nico Robin. Alright. The unexpected one to like, comment, subscribe. I hope I was able to explain and break down this in the most basic elementary terms that I could, so that everybody can understand, and that we can finally quit with the foolishness of, this person should be stronger, and why is this person not stronger? Because certain characters are not combatants. They're not meant to fight. Why does the person never get any action? Now, do I want certain people to fight? Do I want to see them showcase their abilities? Sure. But this is early on in the new world. I don't need to see Nico Robin. I don't need to see Nami. I don't need to see Chopper. I don't need to see Frankie fight all that much. Now, with Usopp and Brook, I need to see more action from them, period. I need to see them go in. Of course, the Monster Trio going to do theirs. But beyond the Monster Trio, most folks ain't got to fight yet. But Usopp and Brook will need to fight. Period. The others will get in action. But if it comes down to this, that's a whole crew battle. That's like the whole Yonko versus the Straw Hat Pirates going in kind of thing. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Alright, y'all. Have a beautiful day. Beautiful night. Peace.